Welcome to all our St. John Paul II parishioners and to all our guests who have joined us for this video reflection. Before I continue my reflection, I have an important announcement to make. The Archbishop has allowed the pastors of the South Side parishes to decide when to reopen. The pastors together have decided that we will resume our public masses on the weekend of June 13th and 14th. There will be live stream masses as usual on the weekend of June 6th and 7th. The Archbishop has asked that we return with all the restrictions outlined in the guidelines for returning to Mass. Since we are restricted to 25% of seating capacity, we are asking those who attend at the larger Masses to alternate weeks. According to the guidelines originally published, those whose family names begin with A through L are invited to come the weekend of June 13th and 14th. We invite those families whose names begin with M through Z to wait another week and to join us on the internet at our live stream masses. I remind those who are ill to please stay home. I also remind those 65 or over who have any kind of health condition to stay home as well. It is now clear by the sad headlines we have all seen that COVID-19 is serious for us all, but most deadly for the very young and for senior citizens. Please stay home for your own safety. I also want to ask again for your cooperation when you do come to Mass. You will need to follow all the guidelines previously published. These are available on the parish website and on our Facebook page if you need another copy. We do remind you that as you all will arrive, you will need to wait at a safe distance outside of the church and in family groups, and be seated by the ushers. Masks are also required. We ask you to bring your own mask when coming to church. I look forward to seeing you soon, even if it is from behind a mask and at a safe distance. Also, for those staying at home, please note that the times of the live stream masses will change on June 13th and 14th, when the public masses begin. We will be streaming the Spanish Mass at 5 p.m. on Saturday and the English Mass at 8:30 a.m. on Sunday. Both will be available after the live stream on Facebook, immediately after the Mass, and on our YouTube channel after all the public masses are done and the video can be converted and uploaded. For the weekend of June 6th and 7th, the live streams remain as they have been, with English on Saturday at 4:30 and Spanish on Sunday at 11:30. Now, my reflection. Many times after holidays, we pack away the decorations quickly, along with the sentiment and meaning of the holiday. We see that with Christmas and with Easter. For Pentecost, there are few decorations that grace our homes, and so it is even easier to forget the power and grace that this day celebrates. It's as if we forget all too quickly that this season of ordinary time is far from ordinary, but is meant to be a time for the Church to live out the grace and power of the Holy Spirit. If Christmas has its season, and the mystery of Lent and Easter last both 40 and 50 days, then Pentecost is meant to last the remainder of the year. The liturgical year is meant to remind us of our salvation history. Advent reminds us of the time that God's people waited and hoped for a Messiah. Christmas celebrates his birth. Lent and Easter celebrate the mystery of his death and resurrection. Pentecost, then, is more than a feast day. It is the time in which we live, the time of the Spirit. That time began after the first Pentecost and continues right up to today. We are in the age of Pentecost, the time of the Spirit. Yet often we forget and shelve the Holy Spirit along with the memories of this year's holidays. This is especially true when our celebration of these holidays, as in this year, was most unique. Each day should begin by asking God to give us His Spirit that day. Each day should be lived as if we were one of the first disciples who were so on fire to spread the good news about Jesus. Each day should end with a reflection on how the Holy Spirit illuminated our hearts and brought His light to the world through us. Living this way, our world can be changed by Pentecost. As I said last week, the Holy Spirit cannot be captured or bottled up, nor can the Spirit be shelved in the back closets of our hearts. Stay safe, stay healthy, and know that we are truly blessed. I remain your pastor, Father Mike.